Hey guys, it's me, it's Archaea Chasma. Today, we're gonna learn everything about my Minecraft mod that I built from scratch up to where it is currently. Here's every single item that we're gonna be talking about today, except the crate. The crate is a little buggy, but it's basically a super chest. This thing is amazing. We'll open it up in a different world and try it out at the end. Otherwise, if you wanna peek at everything, here we go. But we will be talking about it all at least a little bit, and some new dimensions too, which you can't see in here. Anyways, let's get on to ores. We all love ores, right? Whether you're new to Minecraft or old to Minecraft, if there's ores, you're probably gonna love this mod. There's tons of new things, including new stuff for old stuff, which almost kind of looks like the deep slate. But I pinky promise, it's not deep slate. Topaz found all over, sapphire found all over, and ruby found all over. In fact, if I dig down, I could probably find some eventually. I don't know if I will for certainly find any. See, there we go. I knew it was just a matter of time. You can find these three basically anywhere in the world above um, deep slate. However, below deep slate, you can find fodral. Fodral will eventually blend in better. Right now, it's just kind of a work in progress, a statement piece, basically. When you do get this, you would need a blast furnace to smelt it, and then it would smelt down into a fodral fragment, which then you can put those together to make a fodral, and you can make a block if you want. Some of these blocks are really pretty. The ruby block has a texture on. It's just kind of hard to see. I will update that eventually. Also, the ruby looks really yummy. It does look really yummy. Now, of course, we have these for the overworld dimension, so of course, we gotta have stuff for the nether. And that's what this is. It is kind of ugly right now. It will be changed in the future. It's just a proof of concept for now. But the SBM ore, that is basically done for the most part. It blends in really well with the end. And they actually made a short on it, and some people viewed it, and they thought I was a little crazy. But, enough about SBM. How about Cobalt? This actually should blend in pretty well with the new dimension that we'll talk about later. Cobalt is pretty cool. That's kind of what all I have to say. You can't do much with Cobalt at the moment. And of course, well, it's actually for this dimension. We have wait, nope. It's for the different dimension. This is depth emerald ore. The new dimension is called the depths. It's kind of hard to say if you are talking a little faster like I am, but it's like the depths. If I could talk right now, you get what I'm trying to say. It's the depths emerald ore. It's all very cool stuff. In fact, each of these will serve a different purpose eventually. You can do a lot of stuff with the main three that I added, and well, you can do everything with all of these, but these three are really fleshed out, and I will flesh them out more, and I'll do the same for these, because these are important, and you actually have to use a blast furnace to smelt these, and this you can just mine. I can actually show you. You break it. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on with that. I did just update it to 1.20 point whatever, so it might be a little buggy at the moment. I will fix everything though, eventually. Here we have new armor, because of course we do. We have new ores. We're going to have new armors to go along with it. We have the sapphire set, the topaz set, the ruby set, as long as with their tools and some custom stuff, which I don't know why that looks like that. I will have to fix it. We have new weapons as well. Daggers. Daggers are shorter than swords, but they only require one of the material to craft, and it's thick. The ruby one actually has a unique texture on, because I don't know why. I just thought rubies were cool. And another new weapon, the staffs. As you can see down in the little corner there, the 100 out of 100 is a mana system. And using the staffs, you can use that mana to cast magic. It'll be talked about more in a future chest. Here we have more armor. We have emerald armor. That's right. Finally, emerald armor, a dagger, and a staff as well. And in case you can't find iron or any of the new stuff, I added cobblestone armor because, of course, it's really bad, but hey, if you're in a pinch, man, cobblestone armor all the way. There's also new weapons, the two new daggers, the wooden dagger and a bone dagger, which are kind of on this level. They're not like cobblestone, but they could go pretty well with it. I also have a waxed copper armor. It's kind of weird to say, but waxed copper armor. That is a tongue twister. As well as a staff and a waxed copper ingot, so you can actually craft all this stuff. It gives honey more uses. The copper set just kind of feels like it's needed. Mojang, I'm talking to you, Mojang or Mojang. Of course, we got even more armor. No staffs or daggers with this set yet. I want to do some more special stuff with them. I do have a custom sword model on the Fodral sword, though. It's kind of a little placeholder for now. Oh, I'm sorry, chest. But it's actually pretty strong. It does 12 attack damage just by default. It is very strong. And to be honest, they just get stronger and stronger. This stuff's found in the end. We will probably have to change some of this. Although you do need some certain pickaxes to mine this stuff, so it kind of evens out. And of course, cobalt armor, which doesn't have anything extra yet, but eventually it will. It's just kind of a little something. And the stats aren't final just yet because I have to play test more. We also have different staffs that don't have a set yet. I will probably eventually make an amethyst armor and tools. For now, we have a spear, which is actually kind of cool, and a staff, which we'll get into later. Since I'm in creative mode, it might be a little weird, but yeah, you charge it up and you can throw it. I will eventually implement the trident feature. For now, it's kind of just like an infinite staff, infinite spear. You can just throw things, and you might be able to spam. So I will need to change that before anything. Yeah, I even made a joke about it. One of those cool spears that you don't need to pick up. It's one attack damage. It'll be changed in the future when I implement the trident feature to it. Now, magic. Here, that's right. There's magic in this mod, and that introduces a brand new crafting table along with a whole bunch of staffs. More will come, don't worry, and I'll probably update the amethyst staff in the future. And the drops of mana you can get from certain things, and then you can craft that together to make condensed mana, which increases your mana by 10. We will test out all the staffs, and I will show you the sorcerer's table GUI. It's pretty big. You can't craft them in here yet. Instead, you just craft them in here. Oh, they're not showing up for whatever reason. Thank you. But here you can see the drops of mana, and you use amethyst and an ender pearl, and then you can craft your condensed mana. And then you eat it, it goes, the 100 out of 100 goes to 110. As you can see, you can charge up, and you can shoot out little things. And yes, you can spam them, but you do have limited mana, so you can't spam them forever. And of course, there's durability. They're not infinite, they break, and if you spam them, they break even faster. The one attack damage is for physical melee. The projectile actually has a different stat than all of these do. But as you can see, they all have a unique projectile, some of which will be changed, and for some reason the ruby staff makes an arrow sound? I will change that, and there's a bug with the sapphire staff. It doesn't take mana. I don't know why. At least it sounds pretty. I will fix it. And the copper staff, of course, shoots copper. I love it. And the amethyst staff, the first thing I ever made. It's cute. It does need to be updated though. It's bad. Oh goodness. Now we should talk about wood. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, I've added biomes. This isn't a finalized biome by any means. Like the trees, they're kind of buggy. Some of them work, some of them don't work, but it is what it is. It's the Archaea wood set. I will maybe add custom wood things for the new wood types. I can make a purple wooden sword, maybe if you guys support such an idea. And of course, we have the Yisik wood. It's actually kind of pretty. I kind of want to eat it. There does need to be some changes in the way it looks. Otherwise, it kind of looks a little weird. I don't remember if I've implemented the Yisik stuff properly yet. The Namrod wood set is also a little buggy. At least I have the saplings for these two. I forgot to make a sapling for the Ariat set. And the Namrod actually has fruit, which is buggy. Like, here's the fruit block, like a cocoa block, a cocoa bean. For some reason, it's really bugged. I will fix it in the future, don't worry. And I don't know if I've implemented the eating function for the Namran fruit yet, but trust me, it's being worked on. A pinky promise. Yes, blue and green, it might be changed, is kind of a placeholder, because getting to the depths is kind of hard, and it's meant to be that way, because it just is. I'll talk about it later. In fact, I'll talk about it right now. Everything in here, for the most part, is depth-related stuff. The cobalt stuff we mentioned a little bit earlier, which I should actually probably have in here, now that I think about it again. But yes, the cobalt stuff is also part of the depths. It's actually one of the few places you can get the cobalt. That's not the ore. There we go. The cobalt stuff. You can also get new mushrooms, which actually emit light, and you'll see that when we go to the they're cute, and don't worry, I made it them have no impact, so you can just walk over them, because that'd be kind of annoying to deal with. And you can also roast them, a new food source. It tastes so light. I might implement a thing where you have the spectral status applied when you eat that. I might do that. There's also a brand new tool related to it, and a whole bunch of mobs, and of course the portal igniter, among different blocks we will talk about. In fact, we'll talk about some of the mobs right now. There's a lot of mobs I have planned, and a lot that are in the game right now. Like, a lot of the stuff, like the red eye zombie, you can find in the overworld sometimes, and they're all very common in the depths dimension. A lot of these, they're cool. I'll show you the textures. Oh yeah, there's Herobrine. He doesn't spawn right now, but he goes to a different dimension. Cobalt stuff, caves, depths miners, whole bunch of this stuff. It's all cool. I'll show you it in there. Now, the Depths Invader pickaxe actually drops from, where is that egg? From the Depths Invader. He's kind of like a mini boss. He's very strong. He is strong. In fact, if a 6 attack sword will take a good few hits to get rid of him. And sometimes he'll drop a hardened rock, mana. I can show you the loot pool at a different time. Probably at the end of this video, I can talk about it more. Or even just make a whole separate video talking about the mod thing. Until then, there's just one custom tool that you can't craft, and it's an incredibly rare drop from a Depths Invader, and it's an amazing pickaxe, and you kind of really want one to go into the Depths dimension, because it makes mining so much easier. I might have implemented a gambling system. Don't worry though, I would never, ever, go too crazy with it. But I did have a lot of fun making these. Oh yeah, I should talk about it. You sneak right click for basic loot, and then do the same thing for all of them. We'll sneak right click, and skadoosh, we got, what? That's a lot of wood. I don't think that was supposed to happen. That is interesting. Let's actually grab a chest so we can dump all this stuff down, because we will get a lot, and I mean a lot of loot from this. It's kind of crazy how much loot you can get from opening these things up. Spectral arrows, slime. You can get a lot of different stuff. I guess we were a little unlucky with that one. Rare loot. You can get some very, 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 very good stuff. Epic loot. The Depths Fragment, that's an excellent thing. Diamonds, mana. More diamonds. You can get these from killing mobs, from ooh, that's really nice. Ooh, Nether Star, let's go. Sheesh. Nice. Mythic loot bag. Oh, what? Mythic loot bag. Huh. Did I not do this one? I'm not sure. But exotic loot bag, that's basically the best loot bag. It's incredibly rare. It is so hard to get. And you get very, very good stuff if you manage to get them. And of course, I made a little joke one, the diamond loot bag. You just get a ton of diamonds and some netherite, along with a lot of mana. It's almost a joke loot bag, but it is actually really nice for those of you that might have just lost everything in like a battle if you were fighting a boss. And then you can just open a diamond loot bag and fix all the stuff you were lost, and you get some netherite. So you can upgrade some things you choose. You know, it's a nice feature, which I hope to expand on in the future with more loot bags. And for now, that's all the items for the general most part. There is one thing I didn't talk about, which was the testing sword. It does 500 damage, and it's just for testing because Mr. Herobrine over here is incredibly strong. It takes over 2 hits, technically over 2 hits, to defeat him with the testing sword. We can spawn him in a little bit. Oh boy. For now, we should really talk about the new dimensions because we love new dimensions. The second dimension, as you can tell by the glazed terracotta. Terracotta, oh my goodness. It's not done. We can go in it later, but it is not done. Same for the portal igniter. But for this dimension's actually kind of done-ish. The hardened rocks you get from the depths invader, and then you have to craft those together to make a compressed hardened rock. And then you have to make your portal igniter as well, which then you put a whole bunch of the compressed hardened rock like another portal, and you open it up. Huh, there seems to be a bug that shows up around the corner. That wasn't like that before. Oh well, let's go into the new dimension. That's right. It is pitch dark. That's why, ooh, scary. That's why it's called the depths dimension. Because we're underground. We're deep, 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 deep underground. And it's big. It is a very big dimension. As you can see, mobs are everywhere. Whether they're the depths miner, which are a weaker variant of the depths invader. Creepers, the phosphorescent creeper. New blind. Oh, I missed. Oh well. We should probably actually give ourselves night vision. Give at us night vision. So we can actually do this infinite. So we can actually do this thing properly. There is a bug that makes the ambience go off constantly and is kind of annoying. The mushrooms actually do glow. They kind of don't always glow. There might be a bug since I updated it to the new version. It is what it is. The red eye zombie. You can only see their eyes in the pitch darkness. It's cool. Get out of here. Oh yeah. They have improved loot down here. It's kind of cool. And there are ores everywhere. There's so much XP all over this place. And the same for cobalt. Cobalt should be all over. Oh, that's sapphire. Where's cobalt? There's the cobalt. It doesn't blend in as well as I thought it did. I'll have to update it because that blends in a little better. Some of the stuff might not be up to the best state since updating it. We also have a new dirt type, depth dirt, which will eventually grow the trees on. This should actually be the Mooncap Hills. Oh, there's the cobalt monster. They make scary sounds. Oh, there's the spiders. Yeah, they're speedy and they're fast. There should the tree biome, the forest for the Namrod set, might still be bugged and it might not work properly. This dimension is a little buggy trying to get everything to work in the code. I am working on it and I finally added the light source. And there's massive lakes down here because, eventually the water drips down, forms these massive pools of water. I do hope to add structures. I was actually working on structures before college, but I never got a chance to implement them, which is kind of sad. The trees, they should spawn, but I guess they don't. The lava pools I do need to update as well because they spawn with normal stone. Yay. I mean, I might keep them in. Maybe I can make a weird lore thing about the dirt turns into stone or something, or maybe the lava keeps the stone from hardening into the hardened rock. whichever works. Now, I did promise I would spawn in Herobrine, but I think we should go back to our normal dimension for that first, because I feel like that would, well, put it into the dimension that you would actually fight him in. I feel like that might be better, because this dimension you won't fight Herobrine in, you'll fight something else. We won't say what it is. Let's actually affect ourselves. Clear. So you can see the mushrooms actually do work. They might need to be a little brighter, and you can actually tell where a whole bunch of water is. I'll make water mobs in the future, but in order to actually light up this dimension, you will need torches. A lot of torches. I will probably make a super torch, which emits a much bigger area. Because, like, look at this. This entire place is dark, except for the few light sources in here. It holds a lot of potential, this dimension. We just actually have to improve upon it more. And I'm not 10,000% sure when that will happen. Now, our next dimension is the archaic domain. Of course, as you can see, nothing is done. It's all just placeholder stuff, like super placeholder. The entire world lava is the water source. And it's just kind of like a base, generic, oak log, deserted, dead kind of world. Why is the depths dirt spawning in here? Why is there mycelium? Interesting. Yeah, this world is, I mean, dimension. It is very buggy. Nothing spawns in here, so if you want to make a really hard survivor world, come download this mod and get in here. But here is Herobrine. If he wants to move around, I don't know if he wants to move around. I should actually probably give myself the Espium armor, which is the best armor in the game for now, until eventually something better comes out. You can actually kind of tank the Warden a little bit with these. Although if I were to try and fight him, I would almost 100% die. But we can certainly give it a shot. Ooh, 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 ooh. I might have to lower down the speed, but as you can see, the SBM armor set. Oh, get out of here. I don't want you. SBM? As you can see, that is the stats, and I can actually pull up Netherite as a comparison, so we can get an idea of how... That's not Netherite. There we go. So you can actually get an idea of just how strong it is compared to Netherite. So here's all the SBM stuff. Here's Netherite. Yeah. Yeah. Why is the legs more than... Huh. I will have to change that. Interesting. But as you can see, yeah. SBM's incredibly good. And even that, it was like, what, 3 shots for Herobrine to end us? Here, we'll go in with normal Netherite. No, that's Spectator. We'll go in with normal Netherite just to show you how crazy he is. He'll one-shot you with Netherite. So if you do manage to get to the boss building with Herobrine in, do not fight him with Netherite. You should, at bare minimum, go in with enchanted Prot 5 Espium armor. At least then you can have a chance to win against Mr. Herobrine. Prot 5 is like the bare minimum in order to not instantly die. You'd probably want to go in with notch apples, the whole shebang, if we're being completely honest. Like, look, we smacked him once before. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, it plays the Ender Dragon sound. Why? I needed to have a placeholder thing, so of course it's gonna be the Ender Dragon. Of course it is. So, before we finish everything out, don't go yet, little Timmy. we still have a lot to talk about. Let's actually light up this area first so we can do some show and tell of why you want the depths invader pickaxe when you go to the depths dimension. Because I promise you, I mean, oh, that is not netherite. Because you truly do want a netherite pickaxe. I mean, bare minimum netherite. Let's actually get the testing sword as well because we'll probably have to fight every now and then. There's testing sword. And just grab a stack of torches just in case. Okay, game mode, survival. Here is netherite against the hardened rock. Look at how slow it is. This is netherite. It is base netherite, mind you. But look at this. With the depths invader pickaxe, clearing it out. And you can enchant this thing too, by the way. It becomes super, super good enchanted. All you have to do is actually do it. Now, these guys are, if you smack them, they should hit you, yeah. Thank you for the bones. That's right. Everything does have, loot here. I actually did a whole bunch of work to ensure there is something to test with. But yes, we do, you want netherite at bare minimum to go in that dimension, but if you can get your hands on a depths invader pickaxe, 100% use it. Also, everything has a custom model. If you throw it down on the ground, I should actually go back and creative. I won't show everything because that would just take all day, but everything I made has a unique model. This thing is very off-center. I don't know if it'll ever get fixed. It might not. I might just keep it because it's kind of funny. In order to find the depths invader, you do have to wait for him to spawn in the overworld. He's usually in caves, and he is a rare mob. I might implement more ways, or maybe you'll just have to keep grinding like crazy, because I will make more stuff for the overworld, and maybe you can get more hardened rock that way. And then you can obviously go fight everything in the depths dimension to your heart's content, and mine loot and everything. I do kind of like how in the 1.20 update, this stuff still works. Wow, that is great. I want to eat the grass. The grass looks so yummy. And we got really lucky with the spawn being such a huge area. Forest biome, it's huge. And don't worry, it won't replace normal stuff. It just takes up space like a normal biome. Though apparently this is a humongous biome. I might have to tweak the settings because this is crazy. Or maybe I'll stick it into its own dimension. I'm not 1000% sure yet. I'll have to run more tests. Because if it takes up this much of the overworld 24/7, But yeah, this entire mod is super cool. I might work on it more. I might add random things every now and then. But yeah, please let me know what you want to see. What was your favorite thing from this mod pack? That's what I want to know. Your favorite thing from this mod pack. And while you type that down in the comments below, I will try the crate, the mythical storage item. Oh, and the game crashed. Oh, oh no. Well, now we get to sit in Mcreator because the crate is very bugged. It's yeah, oh, it's cool. Like here, I'll show you the GUI. It's got 44 different slots. It's supposed to be really good, but there's a bug with it. I will probably have to get rid of the crate. Here's like the crafting recipe. Ugh, barrel with some logs around makes the crate. Oh well. It is what it is. We can actually look inside the depths invader. Here's the depths stuff, and we can look at the loot pool. You can get some rare loot. You can get some shards, magic, the bones, the cobalt, and physically, there is a different behavior somewhere that lets you do the pickaxe. Yeah, equipment, and then this stuff drops very rarely, but it will drop. It just will take a few to actually do it. Let me know what your favorite thing is from this mod pack, and let me know what you'd love to see next. That's right, that there's a bestiary I'm working on. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's coming. I'm not sure when it will come, but it's coming. Anyways, please let me know. I hope you've had a fantastic time looking at my mod pack. It's not available just yet, but if everyone really wants it, I will try and make it available on like CurseForge or something like that. Until then, my friends, let me know what your favorite thing was, and have a fantastical day.